Welcome to session number 32. In this session, we are concentrating on the concepts of checks, introduction, background, meaning and definition of check. Again, this topic will cover under the subject BBA for 4th semester, banking regulations and operations. So in the previous class, we discussed about the various kind of negotiable instruments. In that, we discussed about bill of exchange and promissory note, the two very important types of negotiable instrument. Its background, meaning, definitions, and essentials. That means what are the basic essentials it should contain in order to be called as a negotiable instrument. So in this session, we are concentrating on check, its introduction part, meaning, as well as a definition, as one more very important type of negotiable instrument. So as I explained in the previous class, checks are the very important component of negotiable instrument as compared to bill of exchange as well as the promissory note. The reason is that checks are more popular now among the business organizations, and they are playing a very important role to the business person. A check is a document that orders a bank to pay a specific amount of money from a person's account to the persons in those name the check has been issued. The check is utilized to make safe, secure, and convenient payments. A check is a document which ensures the payment of particular amount of money on demand to a certain individual. That means unless bill of exchange and promissory note, a check is always drawn against a specified banker. That is the main differences where we can able to make out between the checks, bill of exchange as well as the promissory note. Whereas promissory note and bill of exchange are drawn against a person, but checks are always drawn against a particular specified banker. And today, in the e-commerce world, the checks are making a complete role in the form of safety, security, and as well as convenient payments for the business people and also the common people. Then what is the definition of the check? When you see the common definition of the check, as per section 6 of the Negotiable Instrument Act of 2002, a check is a bill of exchange drawn on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable other than on demand. This is the definition which has been given by Negotiable Instrument Act as per section 6. Earlier one, that is a check is a bill of exchange always drawn on a specified banker. That is a very important, students, you have to keep in mind. We can't draw a check anywhere, anytime we want. No, not like that. Only on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable always on demand. And one more thing, in this slide I have mentioned, although Negotiable Instrument Act is 1881, I have mentioned year 2002. That means in the year 2002, a small amendment has been made in the definition of the check. That is, as per section 6 of the Negotiable Instrument Act 2002, that is amended one. The original Instrument Act was existing in 1880 only, but in the year 2002, section 6 of the Act, a little amendment, that means changes, has been made in the definition of the check. What is that? A check is a bill of exchange drawn on a specified banker are not expressed to be payable otherwise than on demand, and it includes electronic image of a truncated check, and a check is in the electronic form. If you observe here, as I just explained the earlier definition of the check, a few words are added here. What are those words? It includes electronic image of a truncated check, and the check is in the electronic form. That means, of course, a check is a bill of exchange drawn at a specified banker and not expressed to be payable otherwise than on a demand, but it includes electronic image of a truncated form. What is that electronic image? Here, the electronic image in the sense that there is a possibility of digital signature by the person who is going to prepare the check. Even you can put the digital signature, and here truncated check means a check is truncated during the course of clearing cycle, that is either by the clearing house or by the paying banker. That means nowadays there is also, as we are seeing the e-commerce, online trade, online business, so there is also a possibility of the electronic form of the check in the form of truncated be possible. We are using, but more utilization in the form of the actual check which is prepared by a person and drawn on a specified banker with order to pay to a particular person. This is the regarding definition of the check. And one more definition, if you see across, again, Section 6 of the Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881, a check is a bill of exchange. I just explained. Drawn on a specified banker and not expressed to be payable other than thus and demand. What is the last? If you just concentrate on this last sentence, expressed to be payable otherwise than and demand. That means, of course, a check is prepared by a person, that is drawer, on a specified banker, but unless it has been demanded by the drawee. Who is a drawer? Drawee is a party to whom the check is given. Unless there is a demand by the drawee from the banker actually no need to pay the amount to the drawee. That is the meaning here. To be payable otherwise than on demand. For that only, we are going to call the banker as a specialized debtor. There is a banker is a debtor, of course, there is no doubt, but he is a specialized person because although amount is with the banker, unless there is a demand, he never is going to pay the uh, amount which is mentioned in the check. That is the one more definition. This earlier one as given by the section 6 of the Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881. Okay. Then what is the common meaning of a check? A check, being a bill of exchange, must have all its essential requirements. And a check contains an unconditional order on a specified banker to pay certain sum of money. Therefore, by a check, a bank is directed to pay a certain amount of money only on demand. Again, the same meaning holds good here. A check is always a bill of exchange and have all its essential characteristics and contain unconditional order on a specified banker. It's the same features which has been holds good in the case of the bill of exchange, and to pay a certain sum of money unless it has been directed to pay, that is demand. Who is going to make demand here? Again, the person to whom the check is given, that is the drawee. So what are the basic requirements of the check? So here, students, why we have to concentrate on requirements of a check? That means a check is a leaf. It's a simple, a small a paper. Just giving a check, you can't call it as a complete check. Yes, of course. If the same check has to be drawn on a banker and to be essential as a part of the negotiable instrument, what are the basic requirements of a check? That is, a check is a bill of exchange, of course, drawn on a specified banker, that is already explained. A check is always payable on demand. That is a very essential character. A check includes the electronic image in the form of truncated form. That is if essential. A check must be drawn on a specified banker. If these four or at least three characteristics are there, then we can call it as a check as per the Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881 and can be transferred from one person to another. So if these contains, then only we can call as a complete form of the check. So dear students, so in this session, we concentrated on a check as a part of negotiable instrument, its meaning and definition as well as the requirements. Okay, next to the features as well as the parties to the check, we are going to discuss in the next class. Thank you.